Good morning and welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. Today I'm going to show you how to do some heat embossing to give your cards that extra little bit of bling. So let's go down and have a look at crafting to see what I'm doing today. So first we're going to start with doing the simple sentiments. So I'm going to be using the Wonderful Thoughts, which is carrying over into the annual catalogue, and it's got some lovely sentiments. So I'm going to use the congratulations one, which is there, and I'll just grab a long block for that. And I like using the polymer stamp sets because it means that I can see through where I need to stamp it. So first, when we want to heat emboss, we need our embossing buddy, and I've had mine for years and years and years. And what we do is we just lightly rub it across the card where we are going to ink it. This gets rid of any static because embossing powder will stick to it. So I'm using Versamark ink, and I'm just going to ink up my sentiment. Like so, and just pop it on there like so. Now put that lid on. If you look very carefully, you can just see where I've stamped it. So next I'm going to get a folded piece of paper. I find if you haven't got all the accessory kits or whatever, piece of paper folded in half is ideal. And I'm going to do this one, I'm going to do it copper. So our powder is very fine, and I'll see I've got bits in it still, but we just sprinkle it over like so, and you can see I've got it on there. See how it's just picked that up? Okay, and I'll just check I've got enough powder on there. If not, I can then scoop it up and then just run it across like that. Or I have some bead sorters, which I find quite easy, just to pick it up and then just sprinkle it over. Okay, and then we need to pop the powder back in the pot, pop the lid on. Now comes the noisy bit. So we now need to heat emboss it. So have a heat gun. There are various ones on the market, but they all basically do the same thing. So heat it up, and I let it warm up a bit, until I can see it start to glow, and then I can emboss it. So if I just put the heat over it, you should see it start turning from a dark bronze colour so you can see it's gone from dark to like that. Looks a little bit darker on the end, so I would just touch it up again. That's it. And there we have copper sentiment on a Night of Navy cardstock, and it really gives that bit of bling onto a card. So let's have a go using But let's do a little card. And I'm just going to stamp congratulations over it, and then I'm going to heat emboss in different colours. So I'm using black because I know it will show up with it will show up on that card. And you may notice when I'm using this, it will go slightly lighter because this is full of powder. So it's just putting a very thin layer on the top. In fact, if I hold it up, you can see there's a line there where I haven't gone over with the powder. So that's fine. So let's stamp some more. So I'm going to put this one, actually going to go off slightly. Put it in the middle there. And a bit down here. So let's then put some copper on it. So there's my folded piece of paper again. And then just sprinkle it over. You can also use a takeaway container to keep it in there. So I'm just going to make sure it's gone over all those bits. There we go. So what I'm going to now do is I'm now going to stamp a little bit further down. Now I can see where I've stamped. So we're going to go a bit over here. A bit over here. And a bit down here. And let's just pop that powder back into the pot and sprinkle it on again. So we'll just do that here. If you hear a cat meowing, that's Milo. He's just saying hello. And I think that's all on there. Should add a little bit extra just to be double sure. So just give it a little bit of card that's on there. Right, yeah. Now I'll give it a quick flick on the back to make sure that any loose bits are popped on the piece of paper. If you find you've got some that's next to it, I find that little paintbrush and just brush it off. Okay, put the lid on the Versamark, the lid on the embossing powder, and let's heat it up and see how this looks. So we've done some in copper. Hi Elaine, good morning. So now let's pick another colour to emboss with it. So let's go for silver. Silver would be nice. So pop that back. Make sure the lid's screwed on properly. And let's have a go at doing some in silver. Or maybe white. What do you think? Silver or white? Pop it in the comments whether you think I should go for silver or white. Oh, I should stamp that one the same as the previous one. So, silver. Thank you, Elaine. So I've just got another piece of paper. Pop that under there and then pop this on. Like so. Needs to be down that bottom corner. Chances of me getting those two lined up, if I'd tried to do it, I wouldn't have managed it. But so just got a bit of. Let's just push that out. Pop that back into the pot. Stamp a little bit more in there. So I'm going to put some. I think I'm going to do white as well. So I'm going to leave that one. But this is looking really good. So here we can buff it again. In fact, I like it with it being silver, so I'm going to finish off using some silver in the bits. And this is an ideal way to make a nice background to a card. I want to go over a bit. Put a bit there. And this is actually random, which is something I really struggle to do. And put some more of that on there. Some more silver. Just get some more on. Scoop it up and just put it on the other bit. Oops. Over that side. Now notice I've got lots more embossing powder actually on the back of the card, which is where my fingers have been. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick it on the back, and I'm just going to get the little brush and just tidy it up as much as I can. Right, what I'll do, I've got to put my piece of blue paper underneath it, so this is going to be hard. That's better. You can see how the embossing powder has already gone onto the stuff that I stamped outside of the card. Okay, so let's just do this one. And there is a matte layer for you to add to your card base. Now you can see here I've got a bit of the bronze still there, but that doesn't matter. So that looks really nice. And then you can literally, you wouldn't need another sentiment on it. You could just attach that to your card base. So next I'm going to show you how to do it mixed embossing. So get a piece of card. Let's get rid of that bit. No. Yeah, we will, because I'm not sure whether that powder will get onto my stamping card. So I'm going to be using Under the Moon, which is a lovely stamp set. And I'm going to do the clouds. Should I do the clouds or let's do this solid one, which is the reflection. It doesn't matter because that is just a shape. Okay, so I need, is it going to fit on that one? Yes, so let's just clean this one up. Get my stamp and scrub again. Oh, I'm running out of mist in that one. Let's get the bigger one out. So it comes in a massive bottle and I just decant it into an older, smaller one that I've had. So just spray that on. And it's lit. It has got little bristles in it and it literally scrubs your stamp. The idea is that you have a wet side and a dry side. I tend to just spray down the bottom half and then dry it on the top half. And then when you start to get a little residue on your stamp, when you stamp it onto a piece of white, like so. Ooh, that hasn't cleaned it very well. It may need a wash. And to do that, I just plonk it in the bath or in the shower and just let it run clear, and it and then it dries. So let's just check that out again. I think my mats might need a wash because I have not used black today. I've only used clear. So we're going to pop that onto there so I don't lose it. I'm going to go for this one. Let's just give it a little bit of a, because I think I have picked up some embossing powder down there, so I'm just giving that a quick clean. And we're going to stamp it on a piece of card. So we're going to go that way, I think. We're going to go like that. Like that. And did you notice I forgot the embossing body? So we just do that down the bottom and I hope that it's going to work out. And pop that one like so. Right, so we're now going to use those colours again, but I'm going to do it just in patches. So let's get my blue paper. Just got a blob of silver here, blob of silver there, blob of silver there, and blob there. Then I'm going to quickly turn it over. Give it a blow. And then I'm going to pop that into the pot again. And then I'm going to use the bronze, copper. Put it on there and add a blob there, blob there, blob there, and blob there. Then turn that over quickly. I do need a little bit more on that one, so I'll pop it back in the pot. And I'm going to just add a little bit more there, a bit more there, a bit more here, and definitely here. Turn it over again. And then I'm going to use some gold. And then I'm going to flip that over. In fact, I'm going to actually put some more on there. Put it in the middle. Just shift it around slightly. Now I've got some larger lumps of gold. There we go. So let's just give that a flick. Like so, and then I'm going to heap emboss it. So this is probably not the ideal stamp to have used because you can see where the reflection of the moon would have been on it, but it gives you an idea of how you can mix the colours next to each other. So let's make a card. There's something's definitely working. Try that one. Hang on. Right. Can you hear me now? I know I've got an echo. Right, let's go back to how I was. And turn it up. Right. Is that any better, Elaine? Oh, brilliant. Don't know what happened there. Technology for you. So ink this up, stamp it on here. And I'm going to use the let me use silver again for that. So just experimenting to see how it's going to turn out. Just jiggle it around a bit on here. Just check it's going into all the little grooves. I think because this is more of a distinctive stamp, I think it might be. It's not as solid as a different one would be. So right, the silver. Getting too many things out. I'm going to make a mistake somewhere. So let's heat this up then. Hang on, there's a few little bits just by the side of it. Better. Just warm it up first. Just realised you can't see what I'm doing. You'll see fiddling around with the sound. Right. So I've stamped it. I've put on the silver powder. And now I've heat embossed it, and it is a distinctive stamp. So you don't get the solid layer; you get different texture with it. But that's fine, because when you look at the moon, it's not a solid colour. And then I think we're going to do this one underneath. Like so. Put that there. And I think I might do white on that one, because that would look nice. White. There is your white. There you are. So just sprinkling that on there. I don't heat emboss as much as I should, because I'm really enjoying doing this. Yes, you can see it's not a solid stamp. That's fine. I keep losing you. I'm really having technical problems today, aren't I? Right, so let's recap, just in case you missed it. I have done the moon in silver powder and the reflection in white powder. I'm now going to, I wonder if it's when I use my heat gun, maybe it confuses it. So I'm going to get my ruler and going to put in the horizon, because at the moment it just looks like a blob. So I'm just going to use the pencil. I'm using white because it is night time. See how that simple line just lifts it. And I can pop that over there, and then I can make that into a card. So where's my thick? There's my basic white thick. Right, so I'm going to do a 10 by 10 card, which is, so I'm going to cut that at 10. That needs to be 20, because 2 10s is 20. And then I can score it at 10. There we go. And then we bone folder it. Like so. And we can pop it on like that. That is really pretty. The glue. Like so. And pop it on. Now your paper will curl when you heat it. So I'm just making sure that I've stuck that down really well. And then I think I need some stars. So I'm going to get my Ink of Stella, which is glitter. Well, it's a very fine glitter, I would have said. And I'm just going to splatter it. If it's going to do it, I might have to squeeze some more out of it. Oh, whoops, that's definitely done it. Seems to be splattering all over my desk and not where I actually want it to go. Put that bit there. And then you will see, can you see it? On the outside there's just little flecks of glitter. Now, let's just wipe that up, that little blob that came out. Right, so what I'm going to do now is show you, put that out of the way, how to do embossing using coloured ink as well. So I don't need that, don't need that one, don't need that one. So we use that using the clear. So let's put those away so I don't get in too much of a mess. Right, okay, card base. So for this, I'm going to use another new stamp set, and I love this one. This is Spotlight on Nature, and I'm going to be using the flower. So, and for this, I do need a bigger block for it. So I'm going to use this one. Oops. Now, and I'm going to be using the, I think we'll use Petunia Pop. Now, I have to get this in the right order. I shall end up with the Petunia Pop being on your Versamark pad. So first of all, we ink up our stamp using Versamark. Make it nice and juicy. She's gone all over there because this is very, very sticky. Then next we go over with our coloured ink, like so. I've just noticed I've got a little bit around the edge, which means that it will stamp. So I'm just wiping the edge off with a piece of kitchen towel, or in this case a serviette from a restaurant. Right, and then we stamp it on onto our, stamp it in the middle, onto our piece of cardstock, like so, and then taking the, let's pop my pad over, and then taking the clear, which I've lost here, and my piece of folded card, folded paper. Just going to sprinkle this on. Like so. Give it a little jiggle around, because I can see some bits I haven't got it on. Jiggle, jiggle, like so. And you can see it's now gone a bit dull. Then I'm going to heat emboss it again. So I'm going to warm it up a bit first. So that's now all gone shiny. The outline has, and it's bent my cardstock as well, but that's fine. And then I'm going to colour in using the Pretty in Pink. So to be able to do that, I squidge it in the middle to try and get some ink onto the lid, which is not working very well with this new one. Right. There we go. And then using an aqua pen brush, what's it gone? Oh, what's it? I have to use one that isn't. Hang on. In fact, we can either use that aqua, or we can use Wink Stella again, which will then make it glitter as well. So pick it up and just paint it in like so. I love these new ink colours. Cut it in like so. And because it's embossed, it's not going to go outside of the lines unless you make a really, really big error. Okay. Let's just get rid of that surplus from there. Just get a little bit more. So that should now be glittery as well. Let's just go that in bit there. Yep. And then I'm going to use, I think, Shy Shamrock for the leaves. Now I could have stamped this using the basic beige one or black or grey. So let's just get some ink in the. So by squishing it, you should be able to get some ink into the lid, like so. That Shy Shamrock is really gorgeous. Whoops, over the line there a bit. It's because I'm hurrying. Because I could sit and do this for hours. Like so. And then I think I'm going to stick that. Now I did cut a basic white card base in thick cards. But I'm wondering, wondering if I need a dark colour or a lighter colour. No, I think I'm going to go for dark colour. So let's go for nice and navy again, only because I've got it out. Yeah. So I'm just going to cut that one down. So that'll be my first matte layer, which will be 10 by 14.3. I will be doing a cutting guide as well, so you can see how I work it out. So on here, yeah, like that. Put the heat on over there, and then then if I go to my Stampin' Right markers, I have got back into doodling around my card edges. I used to do it scrapbooking, and I didn't think about using it on cards. So I want to do a line along here, and I'm not using the new colours only because I haven't got them yet. So I'm just doing a, and it doesn't matter if this line is squiggly because it's hand drawn, like so. There we go. So these are our Stampin' Right markers. You have a bullet end at the end, at one end, and the other end is a brush. You see the brush, and then the bullet point. And what is good with these is if your ink, when you stamp something, doesn't quite come out really well, you can use one of these and just dot it to complete it. So let's stick that onto the card. Right, glue. Put that on there. Like so. And with Tombow glue, which is a multi-purpose one. If I can't get it quite lined up, it doesn't dry straight away, so you can wiggle it to fit. Okay, and then I think we're going to have a sentiment. I think I'm going to do it. How much have I got? I think I'm going to do it on. Now, will my congratulations fit on there? No, so I need it just slightly fit on there. So I just need it slightly wider. So put that back there. So that was 2. That was a centimetre. I'm going to do it 2 centimetres, I think. Better. That will fit on. Yeah, that fits on. Oops. I think if I had a bigger crafting area, I'd still make a mess and fill it all up. So put that to one side. Put this one on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this, but using the coloured ink again, so then it will match. So I use the Versamark first, like so, and then the Petunia Pop, like so. I'm going to stamp it on there. So, and then put some clear on it. So this, by doing it this way, you can actually have your embossed words, sentiments, images in whatever colour you want. As long as you've got the clear powder. I did done it. Yeah, I did do it in Petunia, yeah. So it's very pale on here. It will do. So let's just. That hasn't worked, so let's try it on some white instead, because that's come out really dark. So put that there. So let's try again. So we'll clean this up because I don't want it on my Versamark. Right, embossing buddy. And Junior Pop, and then stamp it on here, like so. And Junior Pop, I know, does stain my polymers, my photopolymer stamps, so I'm just going to give it a quick wash off first, because I find the pinks and the reds do tend to stain the stamps, but that's fine. And let's just pop this on here. And I've not used my bit of folded paper again, have I? Dear. Just put that on there. Now, Stampin' Up do an embossing accessory kit that includes a nice little tray you can put your embossing in, and then it's got a little thing down here that'll let it all go in, let it all go back into the pot. It has a brush, it has tweezers, because if you're doing something like a sentiment, using the tweezers is really good. So let's just do that. I just did the middle bit on there because I can use that somewhere else. So this is our sentiment. Now I want to cut it down. I want it to go on. Does that fit? Is that going to give me a nice little, or would it be better? Nice little edge. Oops. I can cut that one down a bit. Oh, my nose is getting blocked up today. Let's just cut the ends off of here. I love this cutter because I can cut and I can score with it. And then my mat layer is always half a centimetre wider than the measurements. So that it is definitely 2. So I'll just cut that. There we go. If I cut that straight. No, I have not cut it straight. Okay, let's get. Just cut that. Right, that's better. That's a longer bit. And then 8.5 we wanted it. That's better. So good. Today I'm having major problems. Right. So I have heat embossed this so it's nice and shiny. I've added it to a matte layer. I put dimensionals on the back, and I'm just going to add it here. Oops, come up. So you can't see the bottom, like so. And then I want to put some bling on it. So if I can find my, let's do the pearls. Let's use up some of my pearls. So, and I have got my Night of Navy blends. So the blends come in a light and a dark. And with these, if you don't have any diamonds or pearls that match your card, you can colour them and actually make them to match. So I'm going to have 3. So just colour it like so. Because it's alcohol based, they will stay that colour. So, and then using my take your pick tool, just check they're dry. Yep, I can then add them to my card. And I'm going to do a line of them. So it just needs to be over a bit. There we go. So there is, hang on, the card base. So just pop that onto this one. Put those out of the way. Put this one here. Just line it up nicely. Right, so today we have shown you how to emboss a sentiment. We have done multi-coloured embossing folders. I've lost my black piece of cardstock that I did the words on. No idea where that's gone. And then we did this little card with the moon and then the reflection, and then Winker Stella around it with the glittery bit, and then we did coloured embossing, which was a Versamark, and then your coloured ink. So like I say, thank you for joining me. Apologies for the technical problems. I don't know what happened, but computers and technology, they often blip. So that's all right. Just a couple of things to bring up. My In Colour Club is now live, so you can register for that. A paper share where the colours, where the papers from the new catalogue will be available to be bought as a quarter pack of each one. The details are on my website. The online exclusives, the products there. Some of the current products have now, they will be moving onto there from the 1st of May, if not already now. Just makes them easier to monitor stock and to keep these products going a bit longer. The clearance rack, where you can get up to 60% off products that are getting low on stock or aren't in a catalogue or an online exclusive. And then, of course, there's still the last chance to get the retiring products from the mini and the current and your catalogue. I think that's all. There's a lot going on. At the moment. If you would like a catalogue and you haven't already shopped from me, please go to my website and request the catalogue, and I will send it out to you. It's only available in the UK because that's one of the only countries that can that can shop with me. If you're in Ireland, Belgium, Netherlands, France, Germany, Austria, you can request the catalogue from Stampin' Up and they will send you one. But ideally, the best place to look would be via my shop, because everything, they will tell you if it's in stock, if it's low inventory, and it's just a one-stop place now. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting and have a good time. Bye.